Hi everyone, I hope you guys had a good week and you enjoyed last week's reading. This week I'm going to be reading a different book and it's more about friendship and how to be a good friend. And we're going to try to make connections in this book about ourselves, our friends, and even connections to other books. And I'm going to share my screen now so we can take a look at this book. So this book is called All for Me and None for All, written by Helen Lester, illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. So this book is obviously nonfiction since, we have animals that are going to be talking, but the lesson behind the story is going to be really good, and I'm sure that you're going to be able to relate to it and connect with the characters in the book as well. So here we go. Gruntly was a ball hog. Not only did he refuse to share his toys with Hampshire and Berkshire, but he helped himself to theirs. Oops. So here is this pig. His name is Gruntly, and he has everyone's balls. And looks like the other characters are really upset because it also says, but he helped himself to theirs, meaning whatever toys was these two, he wanted them too, and he kept them. Gruntly grabbed Yorkie's shoes even though he already had far more shoes than feet. And it got worse. Gruntly constantly snuck up on Woolworth and Cluck to gather more fluff and feathers so he could have the poofiest pillows. If there was something, he wanted it all for himself. Oh, he's cutting up the sheep's fur. What a hog, snorted Hampshire, Berkshire, and Yorkie. He bestows new meaning upon the word. Wise Woolworth said wisely. Cluck, Cluck said, and nodded. She was a chicken of few words. Clearly, Gruntly's companions were fed up with his greediness. Now that's a special word, greediness. What do you think it means? You can discuss it with somebody next to you or at home. And for me, I can tell greediness means that he's kind of selfish. He only thinks about himself. So you can see here, all his friends are mad at him. He's a hog, meaning that he keeps everything to himself. Let's see. One day, as Gruntly was skipping along, wolfing someone else's donut and collecting illegal flowers, he came upon a sign. Please do not pick the flowers. Oh no. I don't think Gruntly is a good listener. The Parks Department invites you to a treasure hunt on Saturday. Oh yes, exclaimed Gruntly. A treasure, all for me. Gold up to my belly, silver to my snout, diamonds to my pointy ears. That's what it's all about. Hey. When Saturday came, Gruntly was ready for action. The park ranger explained the rules of the treasure hunt to the eager hunters. You will have 3 clues, she said. I'll give you the first clue. If you follow that and the other clues, you'll find a treasure. Ooh, said Hampshire, Berkshire, and Yorkie. A stupendously superb opportunity, observed wise Woolworth. Cluck, agreed Cluck. And over at the starting line, yes, hissed Gruntly, I'm going to be number 1 and get all the treasure, all for me and none for all. So this is an example of Gruntly being kind of greedy, right? He's not thinking about anyone else. He wants to get all the treasure. Well, all the other animals are just listening and trying to just find the treasure, and they're not trying to be the best one. The park ranger called out the first clue. Clue 1. Go 50 steps, then you will see clue number 2 under the... Gruntly was in such a hurry to be in the lead. Gruntly was in a hurry to be in the lead. He didn't bother to hear the end of the clue as the others headed off to look under the tree. Gruntly was racing toward the sea. There's Gruntly racing. Gruntly did not get fat. Gruntly got wet, so he slogged back as he passed the tree. The second clue, which the other hunters had left behind, blew right into his hand. Clue number 2. To find the next clue and make your heart sing, go to the playground, look under the... What do you think is the next word? You can look at the picture. Swing! Again, greedy Gruntly was so eager to be number 1, he skipped the last word. I've got it, he snorted. Wing! Look under the wing! Oh, it was not the wing. Several annoying and squawking birds later, Gruntly gave up the wing idea. As he hurried past the playground swing, he tripped over the last clue which his companions had tossed in the grass. Clue number 3. To find your own treasure, turn left at the frog, and there it will be under a... I know, cried Gruntly. Under a hog, and there it will be, under a hog. Yes. Let's see if he's right. Gruntly galloped on, zoomed left at the frog, and screeched to a halt. He was surprised to find his companions already sitting on a log. But so companions is another word for friends. But no time to wonder, it was time for some serious hog tipping. So all his friends, see if you can see anything special in the picture. Pardon me, move it please. Sorry, Woolworth, didn't mean you. Excusey. When both the hogs had been tipped with absolutely no treasure beneath them, Gruntly paused and blinked. How could this be? No gold, no silver, no diamonds. Wait a minute. Gruntly eyed the little bags the others were clutching. What you got? The little group backed away. Trail mix, they answered. Our treasures. That's it? Trail mix? Seriously? Gruntly was almost speechless as his mind tried to replace gold, silver, and diamonds with trail mix. This was stressful, but he did it. After all, trail mix was rather yummy, and crunchy, and sweet, and delicious. So he thought the treasure's gonna be gold and silver and diamonds, but it's trail mix. I don't suppose there might be some left for me. All for me? Gruntly's fellow hunters, fearing that he might grab at any moment, gripping their bags so tightly they cackled. Then cluck! The chick in a few words strided forward. She looked Gruntly in the eye and said, Cluck! Look? Who wondered, Gruntly. Look where? Cluck pointed her ruffled wing toward the log. Cluck! There? Asked Gruntly, and then Cluck got down on her knees, or whatever chickens get down on, and pointed way low with her beak. Cluck, 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 cluck. Cluck, 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 under the log. So here it is. There was a bag just for Gruntly. Oh, now Gruntly got it. Without even waiting as Cluck clucked, you betcha, cluck, cluck, cluck. Gruntly looked under the log and grabbed his treasure, his very own treasured treasure. He was about to dig in, but wait, the others had saved it. No one had touched it, or taken it, or snatched it, or grabbed it, or tried to nibble, or gobble, or hogged it. Gruntly was so moved by his companion's kindness and honesty, there was only one thing to do. Should he? Would he? Could he? Cluck, cluck, wondered Cluck. As Gruntly moved closer, Hampshire, Berkshire, and Yorkie hugged their treasures, trembling. So at this point, how do you think the other animals feel? Do you think they're very fond of Gruntly? Or at this point, they're kind of upset with him because first he knocked them over the log, he took all their toys. So let's see how they start to react to him. Cluck continued to wonder, and Woolworth pulled the wool over his eyes. Gruntly looked at his worried companions. All The little group took a deep breath, and Gruntly just smiled. Almost all for me, but some for all, Gruntly shared. So as you can see, Gruntly is the complete opposite of how he was in the beginning of the story. And I'm sure I can relate to Gruntly in a way because when I first started having siblings, I wanted everything to myself. But eventually, you learn how to share. And then I want you to think about ways that you see this even on the playground and even at home with your own brothers and sisters. You can write about it or you can talk about it. You can send a video talking about it. You can send it to your teachers, and then we will watch it and we'll give you back our own feedback. Because at the end of the day, not everyone is a perfect friend, but as long as you're able to, see how you're acting and fix your behaviors, that's also a big important part of being a good friend. So this is the story that you can access on Mac and Via. It's called All for Me and None for All by Helen Lester, illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. So if you need help accessing this book at all, you can just ask me or any one of your teachers. Okay, so have a good week. Hope to talk to you all soon.